2-1. That is into left field. Cespedes giving chase. Not going to get there. Falls in. Kendrick on his way to third. Cespedes bobbles it. DeSarcina waving Kendrick home.
Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball at a place they call the Bank. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And he will make the play. 2 away now. Chris Miller get his first shot at it here. Happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. Chris Miller.
Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. No problem here, 1 away. Chris Miller to strike. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not round into his share of double plays, so it's not a bad idea to get things in motion.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick.
That could be the defining moment of the game right there. He's got one. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And there's the first out.
A's have won it. 3 consecutive years in the postseason for the Oakland A's.
From the city of brotherly love, MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park. And with final warm-ups nearly complete, let's check out the starting lineups for each manager here tonight. Chris Miller will stand in looking for a focus.
They've really made up some ground here in this past week or so.
Got him.
He's really off to a trick in game 1 yesterday, and now he's got another.
And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around first, digging for 2 now. And he will make it there with their first hit of the ball game, a leadoff double.
Well, he's right on the fastball here. You get a look, he gets that bat and out front just rips his ball into the alley and right. Gets the inning started with a nice leadoff double.
2-2. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score. Now the pitch. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th. Chris Miller. First pitch on the way. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Desmond for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of on the mound. Ready now on 1-1. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that one is out of here. Planted into the right field bleachers. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and it's now 6-3.
And you know, the only way you're going to tie this guy up on the inner half is if you go up and in. If you leave it belt high, he can handle that pitch, and he handled that one all right.
Last time. Here comes the 1-2. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one.
Maybe a little problem is that they wind up having to burn through the bullpen a little bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish off this victory.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one.
420 feet from home plate, hauls it in. What a great catch by Aaron Hicks.
Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball at a place they call. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller will stand in, hoping for a reverse.
I still got to work at corner. I'm not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway.
On to first to complete the double play. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Miller comes on now, and he has it one down. Chris Miller. Now the pitch. Oh, now this is hit hard to the right side, but caught out there at second base. Chris Miller.
You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
And he misses with it for... Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Miller will get there, and he puts it away to retire this. It's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game.
He's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now. Chris Miller.
A guy like this, unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And the run will score from second to make this a 5-1 game now.
That looked like he was heading into the secondary and evaded the free safety. With everyone standing at Dodger Stadium, Kershaw pitches.
It's been 100 years of baseball and counting at this place, and the charm hasn't faded a bit. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller. He waits, now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course. He's trying to work that pitch away. He might have left that one a little more over the plate than he intended.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Routine about this play. And he's able to get rid of it quickly.
Now the 2-0. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Chris Miller will stand in, and they've been able to... Vargas waits on deck. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
This is a pretty... It looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate.
Another payoff pitch, and he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want.
Third, Jackie Bradley, Superman in the alley. And how about the appreciation from these fans?
And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half of the inning.
Center fielder, Chris Miller.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Out of here. So they narrow the gap, and hey, don't count these guys out just yet. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 16 for him on the year. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
And even though this is only 1 run, this is important. Not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
The throw to the plate, and Howie is gunned down. What an unbelievable...
A good look there at the familiar ivy-covered walls of Wrigley Field on the north side of Chicago. And as we close in on first pitch, there you get a look at the starting lineups this afternoon. Chris Miller will stand in, hoping for
Makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. And the throw is 3 for good measure as the inning is over. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And this is knocked down on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Ready with the 2-1. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second. On the gut 2 as the side is retired. Now here's the first pitch. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one. High and deep to center. Fowler is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases. Chris Miller. 2-2 pitch on the way. And this is hit well towards the hole. And that's through into right, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Runner goes for second. Hits inside the throw. The throw pulls him off the bag. so far, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play. And a drive out to deep right center field. And he will make the catch here on the edge of the warning track as he was just able to get in that department. And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Miller is right there, 1 down.
Yeah, that was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see that if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball. Well,
The A's have won it. 3 consecutive years in the postseason for the Oakland A's.
Now on 3-2 to Utley with Rollins leading from second. Here's the pitch from Beckett.
A good look there at the familiar ivy-covered walls of Wrigley Field on the north side of Chicago. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller will get his first opportunity this afternoon. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done him any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And with the loss yesterday,
Steps in now. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. Miller is there, 2 gone. Got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. Miller will get there and he puts it away to retire the... Chris Miller. First pitch coming. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 17 for him on the season, and the Phillies have opened it up now. It's 4-1.
well, this is a pitch he'd love to have back. You can see where it is. Catching way too much of the plate. Now he's going to have to start this inning over from scratch, but with already 3 runs up.
Chris Miller, strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of...
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. I mean, now that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean, what more?
Here it comes, 2-1. 2-1 pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. Miller is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Chris Miller will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. 2-2 pitch on the way. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A solo shot here to left. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Deficit from growing any larger. Chris Miller.
Come on, guys.
He waits. Now the pitch. Now a ball hit back up the middle. Here's Castro for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
I mean, you've got a double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. They do get 1 run here, but it comes at a pretty hefty price.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least
120 feet from home plate, hauls it in. What a great catch by Aaron Hicks.
Punted right at the first baseman, and that's an easy play. Oh, he missed it!
Agility by a former football player. That looked like he was heading into the secondary and evaded the free safety.
Salvador Perez, the 2-2.